Howdy, I'm Brock England. Welcome to another episode of Wheel Love. We here at Wheel Love believe that the connection between people and cars is far more interesting than the car itself. To you and me, this is a 2001 Buick Century. To Corrina Browning, it is so much more. I'm going to let her tell you about it. Thanks very much for watching.
It represents how my parents have always worked to provide for me. And the fact that there were three of us and they made sure we each had a car. And it wasn't the big sweet 16, like here's your favorite car that cost $1 million. It was like, this thing has 4 wheels and it will get you far enough to where you can provide for yourself. Well, first of all, it took me to my undergrad, which was at Wayland Baptist University, which was just 2 hours away from my home, but I had never moved before in my entire life. And so driving 2 hours somewhere was pretty big deal to me. And so it took me to undergrad, and for 4 years while I was doing my graduate work, it took me up and down Paladura Canyon in Canyon, Texas. I think this car has always been the place that I've realized what's coming next. Like, I was in this car whenever I got the call that I got my first really big role in Austin. And I was in this car when I made the decision to ask for a divorce. You know, just really big things in my life. That's been a part of it. The list of things in my car that doesn't work. So first of all, the lights in here don't work. That light up my dash and tell me how fast I'm going, what does my fuel look like. So at night, if I want to know how fast I'm going, I have to click on the cargo light and take a look and be like, okay, 75, got it, and turn it back off. And my gas gauge has started doing this really exciting thing where the faster I go, the more gas I have. And the slower I go, the emptier it is. I don't know how to change my clock back. It is not 343. And sometimes it goes all the way up to 100. It'll tell me it's 498. And so I'm like, am I late for work? I don't know, I could be. And this is where someone backed into me with a trailer hitch. I would be mad if it wasn't so like perfect. You can just tell what happened there. It's just such a visual. I don't know if this fell off because I feel like I would have noticed, or if just one lazy person stole one hubcap, or if maybe it was dark and they stole a hubcap and they were like, oh no, this is a Buick, I don't want this. I always felt like my car was a part of going home. It was never just like I use this vehicle to get there. It was like, no, I'm taking my car, my space, and we're going home. Even more healing than going home was the car ride home, because it was where I could just think and not have to listen to the radio, not have to talk to anyone. I can cry in my car. I do a lot of crying in my car. That sounds sad, but it's just a safe space to get a cry out if you need it.
What would it take for you to sell?
If Meryl Streep called and she was like, Corrina, I'm finally adopting you and I'm gonna get you a new car, I would be like, former First Lady Pat Nixon, we've had a good run. I know you want this for me too. I'm gonna go be with Meryl now. And that would be it. I have this fantasy of being adopted by Meryl Streep. It's fine. I'll just say that if former First Lady Pat Nixon could sing me any song, it would probably be this one. I'd buy you Rogaine when you start losing all your hair. So on patches to all you tear, 'cause I love you more than I could ever promise, and you